And all to another exciting week in the world of the Small Horse Invitational Tournament. Quick review on screen of what happened last week. We won't dwell, we will move swiftly on, especially ignoring that devastation. Fucking hell. And tonight we will hopefully smash through these games as quick as possible so as not to step on the toes of the always on time weekly edition of Steve Wright's artist formerly known as Swimp League Division 1 thing. As half of you in this league are also in that fucking league. But unsurprisingly, out of the two of us, I'm the reliable one. How the fuck did that happen? As you arrive, as always, roll call. Please say hello. Make sure that I'm not shouting into the void. All alone, with no one here beside me, as this week's co-host is running late. In fairness, summoning a demon from the fiery pits of hell through a Ouija board is not an exact science, regardless of what Mystic Meg says. So the good doctor himself will be with us later on. Just hasn't yet materialised upon our own spiritual plane. He's obviously not really Dr. Shipman. I don't want to give any of the secrets away. I don't want to be, pulling back the magician's wizard's sleeve or whatever. Lovely. Dan may be popping on later. Hello, Dan. No worries, mate. As there's no one yet popped into the chat, and my co-host has yet to join me. I think I'll have a quick poem for you all. As Fifey liked these terrible poems that I've been putting out in a previous life. I'm gonna read one out to you. These are my Tinder openers back in the day. You like these? I'm half English, half Irish, but that doesn't work for the next diss. Like Man United and Dignitas Patience, Fifey's going out to the Swiss. I think this was probably written around about the time Man United got beat by FC Basel, or Young Boys in the cup. He's got a fear of giants, fee-fi phobia of Peter Crouch, Peter Pfeiffer, you see. The ladies call him Speedy Gonzales, because in bed he ain't no slouch. There we go. That was a Tinder opener. Still no one here, so we'll go for another one. Right. Life is like a box of chocolates. It doesn't last long for fatties. Like erectile dysfunction, there's no hard feelings, you twatties. I've got 3 inches of pure pleasure. Satisfaction, not guaranteed. Like O2, we're better connected. Just ask the human centipede. And with that, we'll crack on. We'll get straight into the first game of the night, which will be, as always, because of some fucked up glitch with the home games, Mr. Legends himself, the Flamingos, against this week Ebbs. Now we did come back to me with some changes because of Taribo West being out. We went, I believe, with... What did we go with? Crutton. And then Reed to DM. There's your 4. And Tiato came out for Joey Dunn. Playing through the pain. And Mark Kerr on the bench. Lovely, there we go. That was what it was. Crack straight through on that one. And there were, I believe, that one obvious change there. Did you confirm that? Ebbs, you did indeed. Yeah, Billy Mac straight in. Lovely. There we go. No worries. Dr. Shipman. You pop in whenever you're ready, sweet cheeks. As I said at the start, the Ouija board is not an exact science, is it? So whenever you're ready, darling. Whenever you are ready. Right, let's just quickly, before we do kick off, I will copy that link and promote it, because none of you fuckers have arrived. Ta-da! There we go. Right. So, last week out was not the best for the Flamingos. No, mate, that is not hoovering. That is the absolute fucking shit show that is my laptop. That's just a fan whizzing away. It is fucking hot after being on all day yesterday during a heat wave. It is on its last legs, bless it. Yeah, not a great last week out for the Flamingos, losing to the mid-table Neckery Knights. I'm here also, for what it's worth, will dominate the game and lose in the second half after being 1-up anyway. Excellent. That will almost certainly be exactly the case. So both lost 1-0 away from home last week out. Let's crack straight through, see if that can be. Can't ask for a quicker start than that. Jay Lucas straight out the traps. Continues his goal scoring form. He's been the main man up front. Another for Jay Lucas. Certainly deserved on the face of it, and the man shuffled in this week to cover for the suspended Hakan Mild has pulled one back. Joey Dunn, unsurprisingly, gets carried off because he's fucking knackered, bless him. Make the obvious change as Paul Ifill unfairly dropped from that attacking midfield position where he was doing so well early on in the season. Got player of the month, if I remember rightly, in the first month of the season. And there we go, into half time. Looks a lot better on paper for Ebbs than it could have done with minutes to go in that first half. Very dominant early showing from the Flamingos. But how much of effect will that Joey Dunn injury have on morale at the very least? I think you crack on with that, to be honest. Lee Young-pyo, the obvious contender to be substituted, but I don't think there's any obvious ready-made replacement there. So I think you're going to sort of leave it as it is. Was there anything mentioned in terms of substitute? No, nothing in terms of substitution. So we'll crack through, and then we'll see where we stand at 52 minutes in. Obviously, unsurprisingly, exactly the same. Better start to the second half for Leeds on the PO. So I reckon we crack through now. Tato is absolutely, positively erect at the thought of 2 back-to-back tournaments. Spain lead. It was 0-0 going into half-time, and my bet was pretty much on its arse. Is there another way back into this for Ebbs? There is indeed. Wow, that is an upset right there. On the face of those, very one-sided in that sense. Wow. Perfect timing, legends. You roll in just to see an absolute horror result for yourself there. Evening, Matt, mate. Evening. Everyone rolling in, as is the weekly occurrence now of Legends' first game on. As I think Fifey might have hit the nail on the head. In fairness, with it being some sort of ground share with one of the other teams, and that being the reason for. He came, he saw, he didn't like what he saw, he fucked off again. I think the big turning point there for you, Legends, was that 46th minute injury when you were just gotten back into it at Ebbs, but yeah, that is not ideal. Here we go. And talking of perfect timing, finding his way. Hello. Good afternoon, good sir. I think you're going to be muted. Of course you are. Yeah, I can't unmute you for some reason, so you'll have to find a way of unmuting yourself. There he is. Have you found the mute button? I'm taking that. No. Oh, there we go. He's found his way there from beyond the grave. The man who is to medicine what Jeffrey Epstein is to international travel. Welcome, Dr. Shipman.
Good evening. How are you? All right?
Oh, I'm very well, mate. I'm very well. You were expecting to have had a few beers by now. Did you manage to get a few down here?
It's not happened. Yeah, it's been disappointing to say the least. So, but what I've noticed that this is fucking dead in here, isn't it? It's deader than my patience.
Fucking hell. Well, it has all kicked off like a race for the defibrillator at one of your hospitals. It's all kicking off. Never a bad night at the lake. There we go. Lovely, there we go. Why is he sat in a U-boat? I don't know. But why is he sat in a U-boat?
Why not?
I'm in a tumble dryer. You're in a bunker, apparently. Lovely. So you're sounding exceptionally well, by the sounds of it.
I'm very well. I mean, what's wrong with U-boats? They're good enough for the Nazis, weren't they?
No,
they're good enough for me.
Lovely. Right. So, what game do you want to see first? Who should we play? Let's have a look at the fixtures, and we'll let you decide.
Let's have a look.
Presumably, you can see the screen. I never think to ask.
Screen.
Yeah.
Let's. Why don't we just go like top to bottom? Just do it that way.
Top to bottom. So we're playing me first against the informed Dukla Prague. Excellent.
And say that everyone's favourites. The Shipman Superstar still last.
Excellent, we like that. We love to see that. So, fuck, and die. It's gone on international duty. Lovely. So this week my team was picked.
International duty in a game week never happens in the other league. Just so you know.
The other league, you mean the well prepared, organised, and
the mega league? Is that it? Is that what it's called?
Some sort of inept league? Was it? Oh, I don't know. Fucking
it's full of cunts anyway.
Yeah,
so,
any league that doesn't want me is definitely a better league than this shit. So yeah, I like to see it. They've taken off Beth Mead and Ellen White. That's fucking stupid.
Of course they have. They've got to get the kids down, haven't they? It's not going to iron itself, mate.
Fair play. Fair play. Look, there's kitchens to tidy. There's misogyny to run through. I like to hear it. So the thinking behind my team this week is I didn't pick it. The fat Josh Hartnett joke there is that my best man from a wedding used to look a little bit like the actor Josh Hartnett, and I hadn't seen him for a little while. He mentioned Josh Hartnett from something, and I told him that he looked like he'd eaten Josh Hartnett. And ever since, I called him Fat Josh Hartnett, and he loves it. So on a little Zoom call with myself and 5 feet, after a few bevies, he decided to pick this absolute shit show of a team.
I've just had a question.
Yes.
In the chat, would you rather have unclippable toenails for pubes or bollocks on the bottom of your feet? Well, I quite like the bollocks on my feet, to be honest.
I think there's a big caveat to that question there that I think we're all missing. Fair enough, they're unclippable than toenails, but do they grow like toenails? I think if they're continually growing and they're going to get like in the Guinness Book of World Records where they get all curly and they're really long ones, then that's a difference there. That's these are the things you've got to think about.
They are, but yeah, that's a great question. Any more questions? I'm happy to answer them anyway.
They're the types of questions we like.
Love it.
I know you're a big fan of questions. The podcast, the podcast. We'll put that in inverted commas. That yourself and Tato ran for about 5 minutes.
It's coming back.
Yeah.
It is. It'll be back. Tato's a great idea, man. I'm just used to this. He's the genius behind it. So.
It's coming back around about the same sort of time as your Mario Kart streaming, yeah?
Yeah, I reckon it might not be far off. Oh, that's a penalty. I'm watching the ladies' football.
They grow to the size of pubes. Well, pubes famously come in many shapes and sizes. If you've ever watched any porn from the 70s, you'll know this sort of thing. So they grow to the size of pubes, but have the density and size of pubes as well. Wow, okay.
Interesting. Great pube chat. Should we crack on?
Yeah. Terrible. Absolutely terrible. Absolutely no changes for Douglas Prague. If they've won 15 games in a row, that would be absolute madness for them to do so. So I expect to get an absolute Barrymore in this one.
Oh, what a guy.
Hey.
I love that guy.
Even in the heat wave yesterday, you wouldn't have gone round his house for a swim, would you? To cool down?
I would, definitely.
Oh, fuck all has happened so far. And that's probably about the best I can say.
It's exciting, isn't it?
Hey.
It's probably one of the worst games.
Smuts, hurry the fuck up with the games tonight, pal. I will keep the chat coming if you keep clicking that continue button. You prick. What the fuck do you put up with him?
I don't know why the guy complains. He has 18 weeks paid holiday a year.
Do you know what sort of age he teaches? Because I'll be honest, his sort of mental capacity leads me to think it must be primary school, early primary school.
a primary school teacher, wouldn't you? You know.
Same token, Sarah's law. So
Secondary, get a top part, wouldn't he?
yeah, you see, that's the thing. I wouldn't know with Tato. Like I said, Sarah's law. I don't know if he'd be allowed around kids as young as that, as primary school. But if you put him in the same room as say year 11s,
they'd all be taller than him, wouldn't they? Anyway.
is he a shorter? You see, I don't know this sort of
I don't know if he's or not.
I mean, he always looked quite small, but then that's because it's on a computer screen and it's small in the bottom right hand corner of the screen.
I'm going to say he's 5'6", 5'7", something like that.
Lovely. Right, Tim, that's
Year 6. Year 6 is apparently.
year 6.
It's lovely. Just as they start to get going, lovely.
Yeah. Just as they start to be growing toenail pubes.
You said. Oh, Jesus Christ. God.
What do you reckon? I don't think there's much to be changed. I think it'd be stupid to be changing anything for Ducklow, even if they're not doing that well.
Oh, they're quite happy to crack on, aren't they?
Yeah, bollocks. We're going to stop it. Oh, I was going to try and stop. Yes, get in there, you unicorn slags. I was going to try and stop it there on the 57th minute, in honour of you, the good doctor himself, dying on his 57th, the day before his 58th birthday, obviously, making him 57.
Oh yeah, managed to swing myself in a prison in a prison cell tonight. Lovely. Yeah.
Like Yaya Toure, nobody bought him a cake, so he thought, fuck it. I'm not carrying on with this shit.
Christ.
I think. So look,
when's my birthday? Do we know?
I do, January the 14th, mate. A month before Valentine's Day. Mr. Lover Man.
My alter ego is his birthday's January the 15th. So.
There you go.
Crazy stuff. Do you know
also born in Nottingham. I don't know if there's any link to Nottingham at all with your alter ego.
Yeah. Women's football, right? Is it? This might sound a bit, slightly misogynistic, but do you think if they made the goals a bit smaller, the keepers would look better?
It is one of the few things I would suggest that it's the biggest difference between the men's and the women's football. I think we go Cardetti for Cabello here, by the way. Is the goalkeepers aren't very good in the most instances. So probably, them hockey-sized goals that you get at AstroTurf pitches, and they're probably a better option. Oh, there we go. Oh, hello. Oh, well, we're gonna have to stick with that fucking tactic now, aren't we?
Yeah.
I can't believe I've won that.
Oh, look at that.
Fucking terrible as well. Right, what was the next? Ah, fuck it, we'll just play this one.
Let's just do this one.
Yeah. Shag, marry, maim, all the Super League managers, go. Well, I can tell you who had maim quite easily.
All of them. I married Steve Wright, no two ways about it.
Oh, yeah. I tell you what, the absolute teabagging you'd get there.
Oh,
do they
just... Oh, I bet he's a good cuddler as well.
Oh, yeah. Oh, that man meat.
Sure. If I'm honest, if it's anyone, he's
oh, yeah. Not even a second thought.
Yeah. Just look at that guy.
I'd even be a bottom for Jens, I think, if I'm honest.
And me, I don't know. I don't think there's anyone I want to particularly hurt. Probably 12 Toes Greavesy, to be honest, because he's inbred.
Well, I can tell you the obvious answer for me to maim would be you said you didn't want to hurt anyone there, but I know there's at least one manager whose feelings I hurt. It's the reason I'm no longer in the Super League, I think.
Do you want to talk about it?
I'm over it. I'm over it. It's fine. Ridiculous. Anyway, top of the table, Sackington Colliery. We'll be playing it. I think that's probably the obvious answer, isn't it? He'd shag Jens because he's the looker. He'd marry Steve because he's a nice boy. And then I'd probably maim all the rest of them. To be fair,
I mean, some of us like that type of thing, you know.
it sounded like I just came. It was a very similar noise to the noise I made as I stood in my 7-month-old son's human feces about an hour ago.
Like earlier on this year, came downstairs. It was pitch black, and I trod in my cat's shit and trod it onto the carpet.
Lovely, absolutely.
I put my foot in the downstairs toilet to wash it all off. Just go flushing it.
Effort.
Yeah.
I like that. That's very, very good thinking. That's outside the box thinking. Why did standing in poo make me jizz? Well, look, we've all got our kinks, and I don't kink shame you for your potato obsession. So I'd rather you didn't waffle stomp kink shame me.
So it's all just I main the current Devils manager for 3 balls of a season. I mean, if I knew any of these people, I wouldn't be offended. But, not a man who really cares about opinions. You know, so, as you can probably tell.
Right, you potato fuck. Guinaga and Kamuna on, presumably. Well, no, he'd probably prefer Rede, actually. Who I cannot believe. How is that in a league built specifically for good players? I mean, he slots in perfectly in this fucking dogshit league.
Yeah, he's shite, isn't he?
Ridiculous.
But then you got Undye's playing for you. Undye's in it as well. He's playing for you, isn't he? So, you know.
That's true.
Yeah.
Did you put big
Alex
fat arrows on the wing backs? Well, I just used your tactic file that you sent you, Dafcon. I can't believe Ficini's actually doing quite well in this league. Ridiculous.
If anyone's watching the England-Spain game, out of 10 for the Spain number 3 that just come on.
I tell you what, I did look. I can't see the number 3, but there's a lass named Leon at the back who I would definitely give at least 1.
What?
Oh no! I'd give her 1 out of 10, 6 or 7, definitely.
I mean, the one who's just come on looks like she's basically like 2 Maltesers on an ironing board, but you still would though.
Obviously, I was about to say a 6 or a 7 is a women's footballer's 8, isn't it? So
yeah.
6. He's got a 6 out of 10. That's above average.
That's fine. That's not Jimmy. What's your drink of choice anyway? What you want?
At the minute, Copperberg, just because it's hot, and you can't go on.
A fake Audi lager. So
I was just going to say it looks like a Peroni if that Peroni had been dropped on its head.
It's terrible. It's absolutely terrible.
That's what you wanted a bit. An adjective
Times are
like
hard.
terrible.
Want budget lager.
Oh, there was a goal went in. There's much Eric could do about nothing in that first half. And if Tato's really lucky, because he was shit in the first half, he might not be that shit in the second half. That'd make a change, wouldn't it?
You're going to have to wait 15 minutes for Tato to do 7 billion tactical changes, aren't we? So.
Yeah, exactly. Unbelievable. Leicester have just gone 4-0 up away from home at Hull City.
Yeah, Forest beat Hertha Berlin today 3-1.
Fair play. It's not a bad result. You've actually had a decent window in terms of signings as well.
They're going to sign Lingard as well, aren't they?
Leicester reject, yeah, fair play. Push Defoe up front, please. Here's the first of 12 fucking substitutes. And roll till 60. So hang on. So am I leaving it like that? I'm rolling till 60. Give Swayette an arrow also, please. Yeah. Any more for any more?
What's that?
Yeah, Jed Spence was a loss, obviously. I know he was never your player. He was on loan. But you.
Yeah, but as soon as Tottenham came calling, he wasn't going to, stay
For Chile Central. Okay. Oh yeah, makes sense. Yeah, that's his.
I think with Williams from Liverpool's probably he's probably as good as Spence. So we'll see. We'll see what happens.
Nico Williams, yes, yeah. I think he definitely needed to get out and play games at his age. And
top eight. You in here first?
Yeah. Oh well. Yeah. I mean, you've got precedent for going up from the Championship and doing quite well in the league.
Oh.
Granted, you did have a slightly better manager in Mr. Clough, pride of Derbyshire.
What's Steve Cooper?
Sorry.
Steve Cooper probably looks like the guy out of the sloth, the sloth out of the Goonies, doesn't he?
Hey, you guys. Fucking hell! I tell you who's not here is neither assistant manager, Mr. Megahorse, or the actual manager. So I tell you what, as soon as Pfeiffer, you're stepped in to Steve Wright's shoes in the Stemp League. Would you like to do his substitutes as well for him?
Is that back on? Is that on tonight then?
It is on tonight.
We need to crack on then, don't we? Really?
That's the plan, really. I think. To be honest, fuck him. Yeah, fuck him. He's not turned up again, the prick.
It's about as successful as the AFCON now, isn't it?
Well, he had some involvement in that as well, didn't he? So I'm not saying there's an obvious factor in there. I'll do it at 60. Lovely, there you go. But yeah, I am between Tato's demands for football every 5 seconds and Steve's complete lack of anything. Substance is the word I'm looking for there. Complete lack of substance. It was never going to go well, was it? It's not as easy as I make it look, running a league.
Oh yeah. What's going on? Are we getting on with this? What?
Well, we're waiting for fucking that vegetable fuck to do all 15 of his fucking substitutes again.
He's got 10 seconds, fuck him.
Swear to AMC. Alright. With an arrow, obviously. Cater off and Stefania. Alright. So, what do we say? Estevania 4. Cater. There we go. And Davidoff. Cool water. No, not like that, you gimp. Who are we taking off up front? Ficini, probably. Because he's shit. Yeah, Ficini. Alright, so presumably you want that.
Sonny's here.
Hey! I'm lovely. Like that, obviously.
Right.
Samfield's not been on yet, mate. No, you're all good.
Can we all just look and give her an out of 10, please? Just coming on now. Let's have a look. Out of 10.
Sweet Central. Yeah, I got that. Alright, fucking hell. You didn't need to tell me 15 separate fucking times, did you, prick? What's her name? And I'll have to Google her.
I don't know. Not that invested.
In that case, 5. Hi Swanee love, hi fuck's it. Right, that's it now, you're having that. That's you're done there. Right, 60 minutes. What do you reckon?
Fucking hell.
Oof, his 2 best players are the 2 that aren't doing very well.
Good. He's not here, fuck. Let's crack on.
I reckon we do that. And that. And that's what Fife is going to say. I'm going to proper kill the crowds in the Euros if it... Yeah, to be honest. unless they keep giving out free tickets, as they have been doing.
But like Leicester, that's what they do, don't they?
To be honest, our ground's not that big, so we don't really need to give out free tickets. Especially if we won the Premier League. Have I mentioned about Leicester winning the Premier League? I don't really mention it that often, but Leicester won the Premier League. We won a few. Do you remember?
Yeah. I couldn't care less because, like I say, Leicester have got no rivals, so they try and forge a false on the Forest, don't they? Because no one cares about Leicester.
Yeah, we are unrivalled. Five, am I keeping them as they are with those substitutes I've just made, or just making that DM arrow massive? Is that your preference?
Yeah, Leon's she's a steady 7.5.
She's up there, isn't she? Yeah. No, starting 11. Right, hang on.
Takes a decent corner as well, to be fair.
Centre back, yeah. I had. DM's arrow is big. Is that big enough, Fifey? Yeah, I had her in a bet to get an assist at some point, and the wide, right? Yeah. Because as a centre back, odds were very big to get an assist, as you can imagine, and she takes all the corners. So,
well, there we go.
See, thinking. Done. Right, there we go. Fuck off. Let's go. Very, very good performance on for the home team. So I think there's a goal incoming from Sackington Colliery any minute now. No. Alright, and I have to do this for this prick every single week. You've done your screenshot, dickhead. And this one as well, obviously. And this one as well. You let me know when you've done this one.
Fucking sim. Let's go on.
Oh, unbelievable. Oh, there we go, Swanee. Perfect timing, my good man. Fuck off. Boring, dominant, not enough points again. Yeah. Bad management is what the words we're looking for, isn't it? Terrible, terrible management. Just while you're there. Good result, Tato. Yeah, you'd take that at the start of the game, wouldn't you? Just make sure that I've done that right, Swanee. I think that looks right to me. Oh, I'll tell you what, we were going to check to see. No, sorry, it is on international GB. Shame.
You can't call your team. Oh, he's on G. Oh, I was going to say, you got to play him. He's on international G. So, okay, whatever. Fuck it.
Yeah. Call them Sandfields and then not play the one Egyptian. Yeah, no, that would have been. Right, crack on from there, and this should be an absolute rollover. If I'm honest, let's get this one out of the way for you, Swanee, mate. Oh wow, is that the first ever goal for their main striker? Jesus, wow.
Yeah, the standard in this league is abysmal, isn't it? It really is the dregs.
Oh, yeah, by design.
Fantastic. Who's this coming on now?
There we go. One shot, one target. Gonzalo Oliveira. Wow. One Chop's having an absolute fucking shocker. Fucking Derby reject. Wow. Robin Van Persie also having a shocker. As he was still 60, no worries. I think he got dropped that, didn't he? He's a far better player. We'll do that. Let's see if that does anything. Adapt it. Yeah, oh, yeah, take one shot up. Sorry, mate. Sorry. Presumably for Mokoko's the only one who can play in that position. Yeah, Mokoko. Excellent. I will still go at 60, mate, don't you worry. 52 minutes, perfect time for a substitution. In fact, what we'll do... Oh, shit, fucking hell. My bad, I was slow. Yeah, you and me both, mate, don't you worry. Oh, I think this is big Les time, isn't it? Gobby. It Les. It Les. Goal. There's been a goal. 1-1. Excellent. Doesn't fucking matter because I've taken off all the people in my fucking bet.
How about 30 seconds behind?
In fairness, it does have to go. Yeah, you do have to go all the way out to the fucking arse end of fucking nowhere, don't they? Arrows up for every fuck. I love it. Oh.
Love it.
Apart from centre backs, right? Fair enough. And we hit Les. Love it. The greatest podcast going is in fact Top Flight Time Machine.
Who asked you, Yelland?
Top Flight Time Machine. Why do I know that? I feel like I know that that's a thing, but I don't know what it is. Good, lovely. That's what we like to see. Fuck it. Ooh, Ray Parler's having a shocker.
I'm a big fan of arrows up for every fucker, by the way.
That is the perfect response to not beating the shittest team in the league.
Ah.
Although I will say that was you a couple of weeks back, and I didn't beat you. And it's worked, in fairness. He still had one shot. What on target? Fucking hell. It Les. That is a tactical masterstroke. Look, it didn't work for Graham Taylor, but it did work for Mr. Swan. Love to see it. Right, we're gonna have to wait for that one. So that one, yeah, that's the one. Yes, big Les. Love to see it. Right, no changes, I don't think, if I remember right. No, yeah, loads of changes. Right, so it shows what I fucking know, doesn't it?
I like that.
This one was definitely no changes. Yeah, no, there's changes there. So I'm fucking. I cannot. Why does anybody let me do things? Ironically, starting a Twitter account called "Did the Gunners Lose?" Yes. Just a Twitter account said number of weeks since the last point that the Gunners got. Love to see it. From my neck of the woods, Toon round the corner, the local legend.
I thought you looked a bit counter state, to be honest.
Wow, that is a very, very bad first half from Mochi there. Oof. I think you got to get Tony Yeboah on here, haven't you? It's the only man who can save things.
Get fucking Missile Moonj off. Fuck that guy.
Yeah.
What's that?
Mousel Minge. Good name, though. No need to change anything for the away team, obviously. Top 5 Premier League goalkeepers whose first name and surname begin with the same letter. Presumably Arshavin, as he was on earlier. Andrei Arshavin. Maybe he might be one. That's a good question, though, that is.
Great questions for me. Struggling to bear.
Trying to think of any. Not Arshavin. Oh, fucking hell. Didier Drogba, great shout. Didn't even think of him. There's not much else you can do there, really. Is there? Rusev for Bonfrey.
Paul Pesky
Paul Pesky Solido, I like that. Dion Dublin, good shout. fucking Leicester lad as well. Dion Dublin and Didier Drogba. Right, and you think,
Those
big.
put him in the top 5.
Brian Boitano? No, he was a Canadian ice skater. Probably not him.
What about Anders Andersen?
And Hans Christian Andersen.
No, Anders Andersen. No, Hans Christian Andersen. Anders Andersen was also Danish.
Absolutely dog shit that was, Hodgie. Unlucky, mate. Right, you are now the penultimate match. 5 feet. There we go. Carl Court. There we go. There's another one. Definite. Drogba and Dublin correct so far.
Roscoe.
If he were here today, I'm sure he'd kick an ass or two. Well done, Tato. That's a very niche. Late 90s, South Park the movie. Carl Court's one! Steve Bull. I like that one. Fifey picked his team fucking ages ago. Matt, if you're still here, let's just make sure that I did get your team correct. Update 4. Yeah, I remember doing this one. Oh no, I tell you what, you wanted them switched around. Oh, hang on. Another DD and EE. EE.
Is it Eric the Eel Musambani?
It could be. But that'd be EM, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Why do we remember? I remember that as well. This is the penultimate game, 5, yes, mate. Why do I remember Eric the Eel Musambani as well? Fucking hell. It was right before. Excellent. Cheers. I was just effing a coca. Good shout.
Oh.
Great shout, that is. And then a DD. It's not Derek Draper from Mad Men, is it?
Doyle Dickoff.
Damien Duff. Fucking hell, 5. Are you Googling this?
Definitely.
Oh, Fifey's got some muff at last. Love to see it. David Dunn, maybe. He's there.
What about Devon Dudley?
It could be Devon Dudley. Spike Dudley, get the tables.
Oh. I'd love to see Devon and Bubba Ray as a centre half pairing.
I tell you, you'd struggle to get past them.
Oh,
They wouldn't so much park the bus as park some tables.
get you through the tables.
Look at that. I tell you what, Fife, you shit this lot. Wow. Love to see it, Matt. Absolutely dominated. Only player not on at least a 7 is your keeper. If you want to make any changes, let me know. Mr. Fife, fuck anti-football is not.
Jesus.
It's not going well this week.
That's horrible.
Coming from you as well. Is it because there's only 2 up front? Is that the problem? Is that the main issue?
Yeah.
Needs at least 3 up front. So if you did that, it'd be a bit better. You reckon?
Oh yeah. You should go.
Rob, reckon the go-kart marathon will be a goer in the future?
A go-kart marathon? Oh, I quite like a go-kart. Yeah, maybe.
You did say fitness. I just wasn't listening at all. If you do a go-kart marathon, would you go dressed as Mario? Would you be throwing bananas out at every opportunity? Would you be on mushrooms?
Definitely go dressed as Princess Peach. Just embrace it fully. Yeah.
I like it.
Yeah. Get a skirt. Excuse to get a skirt on.
Oof, that's a 3rd for really. It's going to be a 4th here because I fucking pressed it too early. Oh, 59 minutes, that's not too bad. Do you want to go back to a proper How did I not fucking beat this? Absolute bullshit. So yeah, are you planning on the charity Mario Kart?
It's gonna happen. I've got an operation booked in the first week in November, so I'm gonna do it now. I'm sat on my house for 2 weeks.
Oh, fair play. You finally getting them breast implants that you've been after for a while.
I'm getting one of those butt lifts.
Oh, you're getting a Brazilian butt lift. Fantastic. How big are you going? You going to do double D butt cheeks or
H's probably.
Sean Maloney for Gravison? Wow. Go 3 up top. Nando Muff Court. Presumably, is that what we're thinking? And then probably, which one of these Millers is right forward? There you go. He's probably going to do that. That makes sense, wouldn't it? Ball behind Bell, Charlie, Matt. Look at that. How bad is it that I'm inside his mind now? Oh, fucking hell, terrible. All with forward arrow. What? Not sideways like current, or just forward, not diagonal, right, like that. There we go. Fair play. Are we done then, Tate? 5 feet. Fair play.
Funny enough, Fife was the guy that used to go at me for not writing all my tactics in one thing on the Super League, and here he is with 6.
Dude, that was a joke. 5 feet about the fact that you've done 57 tactical swaps like Tato normally does. Obviously, didn't get the two of you mixed up. Done. Right, there we go. Okay. All of that for one change. You've had a fucking shocker here, mate. You've got 8 players up front and you've had 1 shot on target. Where was this fucking performance last week? Ridiculous. Presumably, Matt, you're not going to do anything here. Straight after this, Tato, is the plan, I believe. And I imagine there'll be more Miu shippers and smuts. Love it. All on board.
Is that available by all the usual mediums, or?
I think it's on Super League. It's on the Super League channel.
I'll be there.
Love it. Setting up link now. Oof.
Oh, beautiful.
That's what you want in a stream, isn't it? Just a lovely, awkward silence, just while we're waiting for people to do stuff.
I was just looking at the football on the telly, and I was going through them, and I was going, yes, no
changes.
Yes.
See, I did that with the missus earlier. I went through it as a kick-off when they put the lineups out. And I went, ooh, about 3 of them.
How did you respond to that?
Well, she picked 4, which I was a bit. I thought that was uncalled for.
Because you've been recently married, it's a bit of a. I can get away with. I've been married for 11 years. I can get away with that shit now. So
Well, there's obviously something wrong with her if she's married me. The same as there's definitely something wrong with your missus. There's deep-seated emotional issues to marry idiot man-children like ourselves.
He's under the fucking patio, mate. So that's when I'm going to take her out.
Perfect timing. Hello, darling. You okay? Please don't hit me. I love you. Please don't divorce me yet. That is an absolute bumming. 5 feet. You've had a shocker there, mate. 19 shots on target.
That's a penetrating.
Yeah. I hope you've not got to sit down for long tomorrow, 5 feet, because that is going to hurt. Now then, for the main event. This is your bit. This is your bit. I don't think there was any changing. Did the unicorns last week have that Spurs cook from that end of season? Yes, they did. So I don't know if you can see. Can you see me on the screen?
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go. This is the note that my darling wife just passed me. Just says dick. Just says dick on a bit of paper. You are what you eat. So, no, I meant me. I know you don't eat it, obviously. But yeah, good result for Castor. Did you see that seamless link there? Seamless. I can't remember if you changed anything. You did tell me you wanted to change something, and I've clearly not done it. If she wants some 5 feet, she's in the wrong place. Because yes, he's fucking made loads of changes. I've not put them in. Sorry, Rox. You know I can't be trusted. We've gone for Amelie, who's fucking in the reserves. So he's going to have next to no 95%, that's not too bad. You've not updated yet because you put your team in too early. You're too fucking efficient. Be like everyone else and useless and put it in 5 seconds before 5 seconds before fucking the stream starts. Really good. Let's have a Jafar. Initially to translate right. Fuck, there we go. Right, on the bench, Jimenez, Chaparro, Risp and Mondragon, and then you said something about Risp. Lembo on the bench instead of Risp. There we go. That's what made me realise. There we go. Hey, see, piece of piss. Done. I can't remember if you made any changes. Too early, 5 seconds. Still you and Mrs. S. Yeah. There we go. I don't think you made any changes, did you? Oh, yeah, we did have to do some changes because you got half your team suspended.
Let's go. I'm quite happy with that.
Yeah, but I can't believe Bruno Gotti's not getting any games. Unbelievable. You obviously brought you brought the Wang in this week.
Big Wang.
Good. Stop giving me a piece of paper that says dick on it. It's not very nice. Spousal abuse. There we go. Although your team, you'll enjoy this one. There was a joke I got sent earlier. Why can two South Asians not have a Caucasian baby? It's two Wongs don't make a white.
Wow. And from sexism now onto racism.
There we go, mate.
Oh.
You're a serial killer. As a how did Sack do? Not very well, Steve. Not very well. Smuts, why does your missus always listen into the streams? What the fuck else has she got to do? I mean, I'm in the kitchen. It's not like she can clean it or anything, is it? Expect a 2-0 loss. We're 1-0 up so far. Oof! Victor Ikpeba.
Finally.
Unbelievable. Good value for it as well, in fairness. I was absolutely fuming that you got Steve Guppy ahead of me in the draft, I'll be honest.
Yeah. Let's go stick the beta up top on the left. So 3 up top. Yeah, on the left.
Yeah.
And then get arrows all the way up on my DMs.
All the way up.
Yeah.
Love it.
That's it.
Tell you what, that looks... What's the... I was going to say a trident, but obviously there's 4 of them, so it doesn't look like a trident. It looks like a quadrant. Troy are myths. Yeah, I tell you what, the downfall of Castor Troy has been when I went back into the save after you won that one game, and then you lost it the second time around. It's been downhill since then. I'll be honest. So you're welcome. Good signing that's been so far. Play on, no problem. Alright, 52 minutes presumably rocks, yeah. Same as always. Ooh, I'm never going to get 60 minutes. Oh, you fucking... Oh, look at that. Perfect timing. I thought it spun me load too early then.
No, let's just roll with it, mate. Just go with it. It's fine.
Yeah, we're going full Gallagher Brothers. We're rolling with it. Love to see it. Okay. And rocks. Any changes? We're thinking Hugo Ehioc up front. I think it's got to be time Daniel Jimenez comes back into the fold. Surely. He's still about second or third top goal scorer. Along with Facundo Sava, Fulham legend. Danny J for Guede, there we go. Has almost predicted that one. Any more for any more rocks? Did Sackington Colliery win? I can never remember any of these fucking games after I've played them.
You should have turned up, then you know, wouldn't you? Fucker.
I did. I was here. We were both here.
I'm not reading the chat.
Right, what do you reckon? What's happening in the England game? Is it gone to... What do they have? Like a...
Extra time.
Oh, they do extra time, do they? Oh. Very good result this is. Alan Kelly. What a player.
Win this.
Oh, absolute. That's another really good result in fairness.
Tell that.
They drew 1-1 against you. Yeah, that's right. I remember. Excellent. Right, well, I tell you what, that has gone swimmingly.
How's the league table looking? Have a look.
I like that. That's seamless. Neither of the top two teams could pull ahead of one another. Both drop points. Oh my fucking god! Goal 2-1. Ooh. So in 30 seconds time, you're going to see a goal, Rob.
How's the keeper not saved that? All she had to do was stand up. Abysmal.
Oh, I'll tell you what, they're getting very close now, the Nickery Knights. Very close. Don't like to see that. Good to see Co-Roma dropping points there as well. Nice. Is that 14 teams? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, all 14 teams next week. Look at that. Love to see it. And then 12. Tell you what, we might get 2 games in next week. If not, there will be... Fucking prick. Is it? Fixtures, please, sir. They're on the fucking screen, you dickhead. I've taken your notes every single fucking week. Another top 6 opponent for you, yeah. In fairness, I think everybody has been a top... Who's in form? Oh, we like to see that. That's good, that is. Top form team. Love it. Love to see it. Second and third. Oh, the top 2 teams, top 3 teams really are in form, and you're above all of them.
Well, what can I say? On the march. Off to the nursing home we go. First celebratory couple of jabs. Lovely stuff.
Yeah, I think you were really the inventor of the the triple jab, were you not? Far before COVID. You were the original pandemic.
The one-man pandemic.
The one-man pandemic. That was your wrestling name, wasn't it? Yeah. Good to see. Yeah. The Harold Shipman versus the Dudley Boys was one for the ages. Really was fantastic.
For fuck's sake.
Sorry, Fifey. Yeah. I get distracted by Harold Shipman banter. In fairness, I said I think we'd be finished by about 10ish. That's all right. It's not too bad. We're only 6 minutes over Sean Connery's favourite time to go see Wimbledon.
Go finger your cat for a couple of minutes. We're off there.
Exactly. All right. Well, as ever, my good man, it's been emotional, but apparently Fifey's got something to do, so we shall leave it there. From me, I bid you all adieu. From him,
yeah. See you later.
Turtles.